This is Mitchell Elf Insect Life Cycles. This is Center 5, Edible Insects or Paper Bugs. The goal of this center is to reinforce insect anatomy using a couple creative ideas. Either having the kids build an edible insect out of food, or having them build a paper bug out of torn up pieces of paper. Students will probably need some background information because the whole goal is for the bugs to be anatomically correct. They can be creative, but they need to be anatomically correct. So you'll want to go over insect body parts, the fact that insects have a head and a thorax and an abdomen, and that they also have antennae and 6 legs and wings are all important characteristics and anatomical correctness for insects. There is a book included in here about different insects that might be helpful to thumb through and find important parts you want to share with the students. There's also a laminated sheet that talks about the variety of insects. And then there are the non-perishable supplies, the construction paper, and some glue. And so the edible insects, you will have the kids assemble an insect, and there's a whole list of things you can use for body parts. These were assembled by me in quite a hurry, and you can't pick them up, they're stuck to the plate. But if you want kids to be able to pick them up, you might use cream cheese or peanut butter to hook them together. Please check for allergies, especially nut allergies, before you do bring peanut butter into a classroom. You can use also toothpicks, or they can just build them on their plates like this. I just put a thin layer of cream cheese on my plate and then stuck stuff to it. So that's your edible insects basically. And then make sure that you go over and refer to the insect anatomy, and hopefully there will be a book in here called Bugs that will help you. I'm still tracking that down. Before they eat them, and then you can go ahead and eat their snack while they're after they've built it. If you choose to do paper bugs, then what you'll do is ahead of time, you can cut the paper into, each long sheet of 12 by 18 paper can be divided into 4 smaller pieces, which is really just the right size for creating these bugs. They don't need to be any bigger than that, and so you'll have to cut that ahead of time. You'll also have to cut up or tear the squares of paper, and I would cut ahead of time. I would make some squares of paper and then give the kids some. That way you'll not waste so much. And then the kids will just rip apart the different pieces of paper, and on their black paper they will assemble an insect. Here's some great examples: a dragonfly, a butterfly, a bee with pink wings, and anything else you can be creative and think about. But again, make sure they've got the head, thorax, and abdomen, the 6 legs, the wings, and the antennae, and discuss the importance of that. You can, if you feel super ambitious, to try to do both the food insect and the paper insect, but I think that the paper insect will take a lot longer. For small fingers, it might be good to tear up pieces of paper ahead of time. So I think that's about it for this center. It's just all about reinforcing insect anatomy through creativity. So if you have any questions, you can email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com, and have fun.